DR fam. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a great Thursday and overall having a great week. All right. Let's go ahead and see what the market gave us today. Definitely not as exciting as yesterday's FOMC announcement, but hey, you can only take so much excitement in life, right? Sometimes it's okay to be just regular. All right. Hey, but before I get started, let's talk about two things really quick. One, make sure if you notice on my screens now, we're on the March contracts, right? So the December contracts, expire tomorrow. So make sure you move all your stuff over to the March contracts, which are the H contracts, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So if you have, all your indicators should carry over, but you may, if you're doing like sell side, buy side, you may have to redo those, which actually is not a bad thing because it gives you another great opportunity to practice. My December contract started looking like laser tag with all the lines going across it. So it was good to be able to kind of refresh that and just revalidate, higher time frame down to a lower time frame setup. So start out with your monthly, go down to your weekly, and then I stop at the daily. I do those three, on Sunday nights just to validate everything, and then I do the intraday stuff during the day. But you do it your way, but just make sure you remember that. Yeah, we got a lot of expiration tomorrow. Uh, Bar chart, of course, we're probably at a 2-to-1 volume ratio now. Everybody's moved over to the March contracts. All right. Okay, so second thing, got an email today from Apex. If you're an Apex, if you're doing Apex funding, and let's say you have some evaluation accounts sitting out there that you're messing around with, or you haven't started yet. I think to now until the 27th, Apex is allowing 1 day, evaluation challenges, passing evaluation. So basically, normally you have to wait 7 days, or you have to trade for 7 days, before they will pass your eval account. So like for me, like Friday, I had a brand new eval account that I had picked up on that during their Black Friday sale, and it was just kind of sitting there because I already had passed, another eval account earlier, and so, but I ended up passing that eval account, that brand new one, in 1 day. So that was Friday. So for this whole week, up until yesterday, last night, I was literally just trading like, 1 tick, 2 ticks to just have activity so I can get to the 7 days. And announcement came out today that they're doing, if you pass it in 1 day, you can, you'll get funded in 1 day. And so looked at my emails and had that eval account had been passed, and I went ahead and paid the fee to get that into a performance account. And so now I have a couple that I'm rocking with, and we'll see what happens with that one. All right. So anyway, so just two things again. If you're at Apex, so if you got one of those accounts laying around, if you got $2,500 account, that's what, a 15K, $1,500 eval. I do 50K accounts, so mine are 3,000. So what I'm saying though is, if you wanted to go take advantage of it, go ahead and try to knock that out and get funded. All right. Anyway, all right. So let's jump into what happened today. And I'll be honest, guys, I did not look at a lot of charts today. I've been saying this for a while, but I am extremely busy at work. Matter of fact, what I normally do now is I try to do some trading in the Asian setup because like at night I'm sitting here, I can get, I can at least, like I said, I was doing my funded challenge, so I was just evaluation accounts. I was just doing like 1 or 2 tick trades. So anyway, so I didn't get a lot of chance to look at the charts today. It's funny because one of my, I don't call people students, but one of the folks that I'm mentoring with this process, like he sends me, basically a message. Oh, we confirmed high. Hey, we're retracing. So I laugh because I'm like, yep, okay, you got it. You're doing the right thing. So anyway, so let's talk about today though, and then see what could have, should have, would have been. All right. Today was I didn't look at the full Asian London New York setup, but not gonna worry about that. All right, so let's talk about let's go ES real quick. And I'm looking, and I'm just comparing the two, while I got them both on the screen. And thank you to Blessings. I appreciate that you like the side by side. It's actually kind of neat because at work I'm doing this on my phone, and so I even have the side by side on my phone. You're probably looking at the last 20 minutes on each, and so it's interesting just to see kind of what sets up first. And today, what set up first was NQ, right? So winner, winner, chicken dinner, and NQ. What it did was it confirmed low. All right. Now, not saying that ES didn't do that, but ES did it, after 11. All right. So ES was over here. It tried to do that stuff here, but it actually just it never closed below, so no confirmation. But like I said, NQ did that. All right, so let's go with let's go ES first, right? Just because it's on the left side of the screen. So let's maximize that one so we can take a good look at it. And won't be doing this long again. It's nothing. This was these are pretty, what I call bread and butter plays. So nothing to really worry about here. Now, one thing that's interesting, and these are ones that you sometimes you're like, oh man, I missed it. I wish you would have confirmed. Because if you had confirmed over here, I thought I was making this bigger. Hold on, guys. All right, I gotta keep turning that drawing thing off. Okay. Why is this not? Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. That would help. All right. So anyway, sorry about that. Okay. So I was saying one of the things that you always wish for is that, you could get a confirmation down here because we have a nice retrace all the way back up to that 0.5 fib, which again is a great way to, kind of have a nice movement on the way back down. But that's not our official trade. That did not happen. All right. So we actually confirmed low here, retrace back. Now we retraced back up and then came down. So if you had gotten into that trade, right, anywhere in here, what would have happened, right? Because we're confirming for price to come down. So if we retrace back up, we go above the DR low, right? Even the next one goes above the IDR low. So that's about 47.75. This comes down to what number are we looking at there? Not even sure. Hold on a second. Let me see. 47. So 47.72, let's say. So that's 3 points. So, if you're scalping, great. If not, you would have probably got stopped out, right? So this would have probably been a loss. You probably would have got stopped out if you were, again, following the rules of taking a trade. Again, unless you're just, really in tune with it and you scalp it, okay? So what does price do next? It goes all the way back up here. And, here's our great trade for today. We bypassed 0.5 fib and go all the way up to basically IDR high, right? So nice retirement setup. Now, I didn't go all the way above, in between the IDR and DR. So you may not have, if you had your order sitting on DR or IDR high, you might have gotten picked up on this little small candle here. Looks like it was touching up there. But if you didn't, you probably could have, you probably would have gotten in down here on the 0.5 fib on the way back down. And so, whatever you lost over here, you more than made up for on that move right there. All right, that's 30 points minimum, roughly about 30 points. All right, that's not even the bottom of the candle. So let's see, let's come that off. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, easy money, as they say, right? So let's say we just got on here at 47.81, and this is all the way down to 47, let's say 50. So yeah, 31 points on that move right there. So really cool, really nice. Definitely would have made up for your 5 point loss you had right here. So all in all, it's a nice again kind of cookie cutter day on the ES. All right, awesome. All right, let's go look at, if I can get rid of this. Let's go, I hit the wrong one. Yeah, let's switch over to NQ real quick. Now, NQ was a little bit, had a little more action, as normally it's been doing lately. So a couple trades you could have taken here, right? Let's think about it for a second. We confirm low, retrace back up. All right, we don't go all the way to the blue line. That's our 0.5 fib. We don't get there. So if you guys are doing it right, you know, and you tell me before I say it, I give you 3 seconds, where should your order be? Right, if we don't get to .5 fib, we've retraced. Okay, where's your order at? All right, well, your order is right there on the IDR low. Okay, so again, nice, easy trade there. 10 points, 20 points, whatever it is you're looking. That's let's say 83 down to probably 60. Yeah, so yeah, roughly, you know, at 15, 20 points there. So nothing to sneeze at. Okay. We did kind of do this little poke up here above DR, but you see how close DR and IDR are together on the low side. So in my, you know, what I've started doing just is I actually want to wait and see for price to get to IDR before I actually get back in. And so would have got here, probably would have gotten, let's see, so price comes down. I would not have, personally have not gotten stopped out on this trade because I would have gotten in on the IDR low. So again, I said 16,878 probably. I'm sorry, not 78, 16,790, let's say, for instance. And this is up here at 18, so that's not, that's 18, 16,815. So that's about a 15 point move right here. I would have had to hold on to that. I would have been okay because mine, yeah, I've been starting to do like 20, 25 point stop losses on those. So I would not have gotten stopped out. If you're a little more conservative, you may have. But again, same thing like we saw in ES. Doesn't go back up to the IDR. I mean, doesn't go to .5 fib, but it starts to come back down. You put your order here on the DR on the IDR low, and boom, you know, life is lovely. All right. Now, interesting, and I didn't take this off because I wanted to see it. I wanted to show it to you guys. Look where we stop at. All right, on that drop. Okay. Right. We got a daily sell side right here that we stop on top of. Sorry, we literally stop on top of it and then reverse. Okay. So what I do with these, you know, just so you guys know, like I'll look at these and say, you know, okay, I'm thinking if we're coming down, I want to get out or start looking at getting out right when we get close to that. In this case, the sell side, you know, sell side liquidity. Not saying that it won't continue to go down, but that's just a place where, you know, if I have multiple contracts, I may take one off just to kind of protect any more downside, you know, that kind of thing. But here today, again, we turn back around with the other way. I do the same thing with the fair value gaps. Like if I see you know, I look and say, okay, if I was in a trade going this way, right, I see a fair value gap here, I'm pretty much going to get out of that trade right before it gets into that fair value gap. It may go up more into it, may continue to go up. And not saying we would take this trade because this is the opposite of what we're looking at from a directional standpoint, but just as an example, like I would have gotten out of that trade at that point, okay? Or at least would have reduced my contract size if I'm doing multiple contracts. And even in that situation, see what happens is kind of flatline the rest of the afternoon. All right. Okay, but just more theory than it is. That's just not an exact one for this one because again, you know, we're looking at price going down. We're looking at this movement. So that's just an example of, you know, how you deal with fair value gaps. All right. So hope this was helpful. Again, just if you guys are with me for a while, you know that this is just basic, you know, DR strategy 101, right? Using the ladders to get into trades and get out of trades. You know, price comes down. We say it every day almost, but you know, we confirm, price retraces. We find the rung on the ladder that's closest to us in the direction we want to go in. Boom, price comes down, picks us up. We get a nice, you know, chunk of change off of that trade, and then, you know, again, same thing over here on the back end. You know, price goes above. We put our order on the closest ladder, closest rung on the ladder, and then, you know, we enjoy life. All right. Don't overcomplicate this, guys. It's really not that, you know, it's not. It is a mechanical strategy. This is not an emotional strategy. It's not something that, you know, it's, you know, we sit there and go, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? We know what we expect to happen. And when we see those things happen, we just take advantage of it, protect our blind side, right? Make sure your stop loss is set. And sometimes you're going to get to the point where your stop loss gets taken, and then price turns around and goes back in the direction it's supposed to go in. That's okay. That's part of the deal. That's part of trading. You're never going to get 100%. So let's stop. Don't try to do that. Just take what the market gives you, and just be ready for the next move. Okay, I've gotten stopped out and literally put my order right back on the same line that I got stopped out from, because I trust the process. And 9 times out of 10, honestly, I get rewarded for that, because I'll make up what I lost, and most time plus some, because I'm usually trying to do a 2 to 1 risk to reward when I'm trading some of these, right? Especially if I'm doing multiple contracts, because you're either making or losing fast, twice as fast. So you want to get out when it's, if you're losing, but you want to get in and stay in if you're winning. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna it's been pretty long with all the announcements at the beginning, so I'm not gonna do a lot of soapbox for you guys tonight. Just encourage you. We are this strategy is something that I like, because when I'm 20 years from now, when I'm retired, and I'll be retired way before then, but when I'm old and grayer or balder, whichever one comes first, uh, I will be able to do this strategy, because again, it's not emotional. It's just A plus B equals C, right? So A happens first, B happens, then you see what happens next, which is normally what we want it to happen, right? So anyway, I said I wasn't going to soapbox it, so I'm going to stop. But anyway, guys, hey, love on your loved ones. You never know when you won't be able to do it again. So take advantage of your opportunities. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for the comments on last video. I did respond to those in the comment section. But again, hope you guys have a great day. Again, don't forget, tomorrow, December contracts expire. Don't get caught with your pants down. All right. Which means it's also what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is options expiration. Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all be careful tomorrow. Head on the swivel. All right. Head on the swivel tomorrow. Um, yeah, I don't know how many trillions of dollars are out there in options expiration, but just be careful. All right, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.